New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold has always struggled when reading defenses. This is not a secret, and it was not a secret when he was at USC coming into the league in 2018. He's always struggled with his footwork. For you old school NBA fans, remember Bill Cartwright? The way he shot free throws, jumpers. Nobody is changing a man's jump shot, just like nobody is changing the way a quarterback throws. There are certain things they could pick up along the way, but that core foundation for how that person throws doesn't change. Some of the in-between-the-ears stuff Sam Darnold has always struggled at. However, he has also regressed in a lot of ways, mainly due to confidence, mainly due to a poor offensive line, and just when he regresses, he pulls off a play, transforming it to Steve Young for a 46-yard touchdown. Hits Jeff Smith on a on-the-run throw to the right side with a strike near the sideline. The man is a backyard quarterback. When he's not thinking, when he's just playing, when he's just slinging it, he's excellent. When things have to be structured and he has to break things down, trouble comes. This is what's so maddening for Jets fans. Sam Darnold is a backyard quarterback, which means people see the talent flash so many times, but it flashes when he's not thinking, when he's just playing, when he's on the run, when he has to make a play. That's the frustrating thing for Jets fans. You saw the routes. It's a double post on the field side, on the closest side, with a crossing pattern on the other side. Good get off by the three technique D tackle. D end comes to complete the stunt, and because the tight end stays in, running back play action eventually leaks out. It's pretty much man across the board, but Darnold has to contend with some loose zones. He got a single high. After it started too deep, one of the safeties dropped down. Couple options here. They're looking for a chunk. He could go on the inside the slot post, which is almost an over, but he's got to worry about the backside zone dropping. He could hit Jeff Smith on the cross, but he's got to worry about that linebacker loose, whose man stayed in, but he didn't have enough time. It would have taken an amazing touch, and he would have needed another second or so. So he makes the right decision, gets out of the pocket like the backyard guy he is, draws the linebacker to him, and throws a perfect ball on the run, which he does often, and that's what's so frustrating. Can a coach take a backyard quarterback like this, who struggles when he's thinking while reading his progressions in the pocket? Can he take a guy like this and mold an offense around him? Yes and no. He can have more success than Darnold's having now, but can he be the complete package? No. But this is the talent that Jets fans see that make them point to the guy and say, look, he's the real deal. I mean, Jeff Smith didn't have to break stride. When Darnold is not thinking, when he just plays, and you saw it starting with the Colts game, he started running more and they made a conscious effort to do so, he's good. Before we get into the horrific stuff from Denver last Thursday night, and there was plenty of it, check this play out. Against the Giants, it's the Crowder touchdown, and Darnold demonstrates the ability to roll through progressions, takes the snap, looks left immediately, four-man rush by the Giants, and it's really confidence with this guy. Is he a master at it? If he had the most confidence in the world? No chance. But he should be playing a lot better than he is now. You saw him look left, look at the underneath route, didn't like it, hit Crowder for the touchdown deep. Unfortunately, we haven't seen this at all in 2020. Two things could be true at the same time. Gase could be horrible in designing an offense, game flow, and Darnold could be just not good. First down here, 1st and 10. Denver, Thursday night. I don't get it. A dig and sort of a seam comeback on the play action. The play action's executed well because of the offensive line. You get the flow going to the one side, to the field side. The flashing tight end, trying to get that split zone, inside split zone look. Stays in a block, so it's only a two-man route with the running back counting as a third. What's Darnold looking at? Hit the dig. That linebacker that was just highlighted is not a concern. He is concerned with the flashing tight end, who Max protects. The dig is wide open. The ball should already be in the air at this point. What is the quarterback waiting for? I don't know. He gets slammed somewhere. Bret Hart is smiling. And, should have been a penalty, obviously. But here it is from the end zone view. Watch the flow. Watch the execution of the play action. Usually their play actions are not good, thanks to ball handling skills on the part of the quarterback. But because of the flow, because of the zone concept, it works. Herndon, max protect after he flashes, and at this point on the plant, he should already be in his motion to get that ball in an intermediate spot, intermediate depth, over the linebacker, towards the middle of the field. It would be a huge play. Again, I don't understand the other route opposite the dig, but that's a Gase thing. Darnold cannot miss this play. It's as elementary as anything for an NFL quarterback. It's not just about missing guys, missing targets. It's about knowing where to start. And we don't know the play. We're not inside the huddle, so we don't know who needs to get on their game here. Is it Darnold? Is it Gase? Is Gase making Darnold start one way? Or is he allowing him freedom pre-snap? We don't know. But look at this situation. 3rd down. They could easily score a touchdown. 3-on-3 up top, 2-on-2 on the bottom. Where are the loose, unaccounted for defenders? You just saw them highlighted. A single high safety and a linebacker. It's 10 personnel again against nickel. So at the bottom, it's Balaj against the linebacker. At the top, it's 3 receivers against 2 corners and a safety. Darnold takes the snap. Linebacker comes. 5-man rush. Safety is shaded to Darnold's right. Why? I don't understand. But Darnold seeing that should tip him to attack the left side. Attack the boundary side where there's 3 receivers and a safety. Instead, he locks on to the 2-weapon side, and I understand why. Trying to take advantage of the matchup with the running back against the linebacker, they can't switch. But the linebacker has outside leverage, and they cleanly cover it. And at the top, Darnold's left, the safety is so far inside of that corner route, he should have known. He should have known to attack that side. He also has Crowder on the whip, 2 options for a touchdown, and it doesn't materialize. So Darnold, in the end, Darnold doesn't miss these guys. He focuses, and you'll see it here, he focuses to his right. I said boundary side earlier, the ball's literally in the middle of the field, so ignore that. He's focusing on the right when it doesn't really make sense to, based on the numbers, based on the defense. I believe he should focus on the left, and if he had, based on the pre-snap defensive look, with that single high safety shading to the 2-weapon side, and the linebacker also on that side, he would have found either the whip or the corner for the touchdown. Yes, 3rd and 4. Nobody wants to see Frank Gore on a wheel route. Nobody. It also doesn't mean Sam Darnold needs to throw it to the 37-year-old running back. There are the routes, 3rd and 4. Look at Denver's D, tinkering with a 2 high. Again, as they love to do, press one side, go relaxed on the other. There's the matchups Darnold needs to look at. 5-man rush, which means a safety is on the number 3 weapon on our side, on the field side. And there's 1 loose defender, which is the free safety, or the other safety. Look at that linebacker. He's not fooled. He's in perfect position. Darnold needs to recognize this. That's not LaDainian Tomlinson. It's not Marshall Faulk. That's Frank Gore on a wheel. And on top of it, the defender is in perfect position. Meanwhile, look at Hogan. On the drag. Wide open. It's a touchdown. Darnold locked onto the wheel, never got off of it. And if he had, and he had plenty of time too. Watch from this view. The pocket's fine. He has plenty of time, even against a 5-man rush with 5 in the pattern. As soon as Darnold takes the snap, he's going to look left. To me, it's a token look. It's not a real look. He looks left just because he knows, and there he is looking left. His eyes are left. He knows where he's going pre-snap. He knows he's going to the wheel, and he hopes it's there. If it's not a token look, he would have known that Crowder, it's 3-on-3. It's a safety on Crowder, and then Hogan, he'd have Hogan as a possibility underneath. But that token look to the left, back to the right to the wheel, there's still plenty of time. Van Rotten's going to take that extra guy. Hogan, you see him over the middle. Should have been a touchdown. More of Sam Darnold just flat out missing reads, missing wide open targets. 2nd and 6. Let's go through the quarterback's mind here. Empty. Jets sneak out 4 receivers, so it is 10 personnel. Running back is closest to us on the field side. The Broncos only have a nickel. Initially, it looks like they're outnumbered on the field side, and the boundary side, it's 2-on-2. It's not the case. There's the concept, which is actually decent for this situation, 2nd and 6. They just have to execute this one. Darnold takes the snap. You know it's zone based on the look. Takes the snap. And did you see what just happened? The second level linebacker came on the rush while the boundary side edge dropped, which is not a good deal for the defense. Those are the 2 guys right there. They sort of replace each other, but completely mess up the balance in terms of defensive coverage. So, pre-snap, looking right would have been the better primary read. There's the blitz by the linebacker. Post-snap, looking left is, and Darnold is looking left primarily. How he's looking left and he misses Jeff Smith over the middle here boggles the mind. It's pretty much unexplainable, especially because once that side goes 3-on-3, that's a safety on Jeff Smith, a fast receiver. So once that linebacker, that second level linebacker blitzes, Darnold should know the space in the middle of the field is there. And because it's 3-on-3, only the safety is there to contend with the number 3 weapon, which turns out to be Jeff Smith on that side. How he misses it, I don't know. There he is, plant. There's Jeff Smith. His head is pretty much turned. And even if it's not, Darnold still has time to hit him and just does not get it done. 2nd and 4, early 4th quarter. Down 9, gotta have it here. Good play, good percentage play for the offense. There are the routes, a flat slant concept on the field side. Other side, you got another flat from Hogan, and the tight end gets bumped. Up top, Darnold's left, he sees tight coverage. Not really tight, but decently tight. For the Broncos, especially. Vic Fangio. At the bottom, plenty of cushion. Corner, slot corner blitz. Opposite edge, drops. 4-man rush. Darnold looks right immediately, which to me is the right call. There's a lot of cushion, and only needing 4 yards and knowing the out, it's there. Why does he not pull the trigger? The other thing is, it's not just about positioning with defenders, with coverage. It's about leverage. It's about their specific position. And this corner was in no position to jump this out. So how Darnold doesn't throw this ball, I don't know. And obviously at the top, in the flat slant concept, the flat is wide open because of the slot corner blitz. So Darnold, you could have done 1 or 2 things here. Hit the flat to Hogan because of the cushion, and it's there. It's automatic. Or see the slot blitz coming, look at the entire field at the snap, and adjust, go to the left immediately, and hit the flat to his left. Right here, he should already be starting his motion to get the ball out. Catch the ball, 3 steps, boom, out. Why he hesitates is the mystery of the moment right now. in Jetsland. 3rd and 3, down 2, clutch, have to have it. Late 4th quarter. Again, the Broncos play loose. That's Vic Fangio. He's a cover 4 guy, likes to keep everything in front of him. There are the routes. Darnold, big issue. He's locking onto his first read and doesn't progress. And it's really that simple. Look at the cushion to his right side, field side. That's where Darnold goes. Unfortunately, again, he locks onto his first read inexplicably. Going to Jeff Smith on the out. Why? Look at the corner and his outside leverage. That is an impossible, very difficult play to connect on, especially with a receiver you're not used to working with. Why not progress to Crowder there on the underneath route? That's a first down. It's right at the sticks. There's enough cushion there. Throw it low, out of the danger zone, low and inside, and Crowder will get that first down. Doesn't do it. Sticks with the first read, plays it stubborn, and the corner nearly picks it off. With that outside leverage, it's an impossible throw. It's an impossible play. Broncos blitz here. They bring 5, eventually 6, I think 47 linebackers, green dogging it with the running back staying in. And interestingly, Darnold's feet follow his throw. Sometimes his footwork, most times his footwork's terrible, and he throws from an open stance. Here, his feet are kind of decent. His feet follow his hips, follow his vision. So from that aspect, it's an improvement, but the option, the decision to throw this route against the leverage of the defensive back just makes no sense. And just when you're about to give up on the guy, he takes the ball and does something incredible. You saw it in the Colts game, where he found Berrios after escaping the pocket. Here against San Francisco, terrible job by Van Rotten. Darnold escapes to his left where he likes throwing it. Look at that arm angle. Look at the power, that throw against the grain. On the run again, that backyard skill shines through. And hey, he's even showed the ability to roll through progressions at times, even in his first NFL game. Sam Darnold's first completion as a pro after the pick 6, the disaster in Detroit 2018 motion. And this is an example, here's a mesh sit. This is an example of Darnold actually rolling through his progressions. Now, has he always struggled in locking onto his first read? Yes. But has he regressed because of a lack of confidence and poor offensive line play from last year? Also, yes. He rolls through his progressions here, and you'll see it. Defense looks like man. It is. Corner followed Robbie Anderson on the motion, and that DB was pressed against the tight end. First looks to the wheel. It's really a flat check wheel. The running back checks the flat, then goes if the quarterback doesn't throw. Turns to the inside where Neil Sterling is running the sit. And here's the key. Darnold, he looks poised in the pocket. He gets the protection. And he has to lead Sterling to his outside shoulder, closest to us on the boundary side. And that's exactly what he does. Perfect placement. The DB had it covered. Not the best coverage, but it wasn't wide open. Darnold, on his first completion, showed the ability to show poise in the pocket and put the ball with perfect placement where it needed to be. Not just around the guy, but where he needed to lead his intended target. Here it is, and you'll see Darnold's progressions. He immediately looks to the running back. The flat check wheel. And he knows he has a mesh sit concept in the middle. There he is, looking left. Now he starts to turn his attention to the inside. He sees its man, I believe. Now he's really looking to the inside, hoping something with the mesh is there. And once the mesh clears, he'll have the tight end. Completely open stance. He'll always throw that way, but he gets his feet pointed in the right direction. It's a great job by a quarterback. Yet, it's too inconsistent. It needs to be there much more. For example, last year, and this is not just a 2020 problem for Darnold or 2019 problem, missing wide open reads, locking onto that first read is a plague for this guy. If he hits the slant here, it's a touchdown. He tells his defense, don't worry about it, I got you. Game over. I'm destroying the heart of the Dallas Cowboys right now. He's looking that way. He doesn't throw it because he's so locked on to that first read, that pre-snap thought. And this is what fans have seen for 3 years. And this is what enrages fans so much, because Darnold is that roller coaster ride where the highs are 10, 15% and the lows are 90, 85%. Missed opportunities. And Adam Gase is a man who deserves the bulk of the blame. There's no question. But to not analyze and completely leave Darnold off the hook is to not look at the film, is to not understand football. Two things can be true at the same time. Gase is not getting it done with his 10-year-old offense, and Sam Darnold is a backyard quarterback who is not seeing the field.